Going on, guys? Cold GZ new release preview for Friday, February 27th, 4 p.m. Eastern and 11 a.m. Hawaii time. This week we have a few new Ali'i Kai lures. That's the Torta teaser that has been one of our little projects with Sean Rotella there. So we restocked those, some Alohas. We have some Koyas and Moyes lures, and then I also want to show off our new it's not new, but the medium D flap upgrades that we did. So with that being said, I think I'm just going to get right into the product this week. Let's talk about Marlin Mud Flap teasers, our D flap teasers. So now we're getting our flaps made by Marlin Mud Flaps. So a lot of you guys are familiar with them. They make a premium flap. The material is a little bit more, I would say, the material we used before. One of the reasons why we made this shift is, well, there's probably a few reasons, but one of the main reasons is, so the material that we used before had nylon reinforcement. Over time, that stuff kind of degrades. It sort of gets a little stringy. If you guys have had some of our products for, had it for about a year, you might have noticed some of that. So, and we were in talks with, of course, Marlin Mud Flaps made the first rubber teaser mud flap, and I would say we always had, we for sure use their products ourselves. They're a premium product. They've been putting a lot of time and attention into their product and trying to make that the best material possible. And so we had an opportunity to collaborate with them. So now we're working with Marlin Mud Flaps to make all of our flaps. So that includes like our Kona Strong flaps that we use for our dredges and like standalone teasers. I would say right now our larger teasers that for our dredges, like the 23-inch and the bigger 46-inch, those are still the old material. We're going through the rest of our inventory, but the smaller 15-inch flaps that we have, again, we call them Kona Strong flaps. Those are made by Marlin Mud Flaps. We had those made last year. And then these, they just came in a few weeks ago, and we've done a little bit of marketing on them, but just want to make sure you guys knew Marlin Mud Flaps is making ours now. So they're made, they were always made in the USA, but these are also made in the USA. And we do think it's a better product, and we're really excited to work with them. So you'll see their logo on there. Otherwise, the D flap is the same D flap, the same D flap head. We're actually working on a couple variations, a couple different shape variations. So prototypes are not yet here, but we're working on that. It should be here fairly soon. And so we're hopefully by sometime in the summer, we'll have some new shapes for our D flap teasers. So that, we'll just start with that. I just kind of want to throw that out there. Moving on to the rest of the product, we have our Torta teasers again. Some of these are his shell fish heads, and then some of them are just some of the painted fish heads, like the Bonita and the Yellowfin there. But this was a very, I would say, hit item for us when we first released them. This is a product that Sean Rotella and Chris worked on exclusively together to develop. Chris was looking for a big scoop face kind of teaser, and this is what we came up with for a design. So we've done some materials and stuff on them. We'll try and get some more information out again. I will say elite members have kind of eaten into them, so there's only a few left by the time that we're showing this video. So elite membership, just if you want to know, you get early access to all products. It's a membership program. We also have exclusive video content. There's a big library out there on our platform, and we do some other stuff. But if you're an elite member, you get 10% off all orders that you place, except for like Shimano and stuff. And early access to new products. So some of these are gone, but that's we're excited to get in that new batch, because I think this is only our second batch of these. All right, let's move forward. Aloha Sundowners, that's the Dichro series. We have a handful of new ones that we skirted in Blue Ocean and Firetails vinyl. So those are available. Below that, we had some extra Slapsticks. That's the Aloha Slapstick, and we just had a bunch of unskirted ones. And we've been selling pretty much all of ours, except we had these 3 left. So we just did some different skirt color patterns on them. So those are available. We haven't been able to get any in for a long time. So that was 2 years ago, was like our number 2 seller overall and we haven't really had much. I don't think we got a single batch in last year at all. Maybe a few, but that was a really popular lure, and it's a very unique lure. Koya lures. We're getting in some more Koya lures again. This is the large poi dog. This is the standard version, not the hard cut. So we have quite a large variety available. I think we got in about 25 or so. So we did a bunch of different skirt color patterns, olive eve olive eve vinyl, and firetails, blue ocean skirts. Same thing here. These are our blue ocean options that we did for rubber skirts, and you can see head only options as well. This pattern. So these are actually, just real quick, we have some new kind of shell pearl style inserts that he's been testing. This is a brand new insert style. So this is kind of like that yellowfin pattern that he's been doing lately, but with a kind of a white pearly shell. And then here's another one with that's green. And there's really cool, like I said, different stuff. This is something he hasn't done before. So those are available. It's just a new style of insert he's been messing around with. I think those are the only 2 colors we have right now. And yeah, so check that out. All right, that's it for Koyas. I will say medium poi dogs will be here very soon as well. We're out of stock currently on those, so probably 2 to 3 weeks. Bushmasters, we're getting the Moyes stuff. So we have a brand new stash of Bushmasters. Those have been sold out for 3 weeks or so. So we got a bunch of new colors in. And then this is our first release of the Hannibal. We have we have a large stash of these, but these are the Hannibals. I think he's made them in the past, but it's been a long time. But we did a lot of blue ocean skirted options, a lot of different vinyl, olive eve and frothy vinyl. So check all that out. This is a shape that hasn't been made for a long time, so it's called the Hannibal. We'll have some more information on that. And then lastly, with the Moyes stuff, we have the medium Dark-N-Stormy, another one that's been essentially sold out. I think we released like 2 last week. But this is our brand new stash. So check those out. This is a very popular. This is the 502 skirt size, medium size stuff. So great. It's a great billfish lure for just about any fishery. And it's a very popular kind of head shape style with a little bit longer slanted nose with a dual tapers, the reverse and front taper. It's a nice lure. The regular Dark-N-Stormy that he was known for before he released these smaller sizes has been always a big seller for us. And then lastly, we have some new Coggins. Very excited about these. These are the old style these are the old style stick swimmers. Old style swimmers. We have a lot of new colors, some really cool eye patterns that he's been doing, some new eye styles, and then just below those we have the old style troll stick swimmers. The troll swimmers they're basically a little bit shorter nose than the old style swimmers, and these are very old school classic swimmer baits with offset tubing, and yeah, a lot of really cool stuff. Most lure makers don't make a lure like that anymore. Steve still makes some for us, so excited to bring those in. They've been really big sellers for us, all those swimmer baits. And that's all I got. So check everything out. Hit us up with questions. You get everything rigged or customized, skirted, if you want to do that. And I'm trying to think. I don't think I have anything else to go over today. So I appreciate you guys, and have a good rest of your week.